most exciting part of this Matterley Basin racetrack comes between turns 7 and 9, because between those two turns we have big step downs and big step ups, 20-25 metres, but none of them bigger than the Monster Energy quad behind me. It's about 30 metres point to point, and as the riders approach it, it's directly after the downhill triple, which in itself is about 25 metres. But the big jump here jumps straight up into the main spectator area, so there's going to be noise and atmosphere throughout the whole weekend. So it's going to be one of the most exciting points on which to watch this race on Sunday. Turn 14, probably the most interesting corner on this racetrack here at Matterley Basin, because as you can see, it's a long off-cambered right-hand turn, almost goes right back on itself around about 180 degrees from start to finish, but gets pretty choppy all the way through the inside. You're going to see maybe 7 or 8 different lines through here as the weekend goes on. They're all going to have horrible holes in there as well, so expect to see riders gain or lose positions through here, because it's not an easy turn to negotiate. Christophe Pourcel made it very, very easy last year, the Monster Energy Kawasaki rider, as he sailed around the outside and made everybody else look stupid. Wonder if he'll be looking to do the same again on Sunday. That's it for our Monster Energy track walk here at Matterley Basin. I think you all agree that it's one of the best circuits here on the calendar, and we're going to be in for a lot of action. Just a word of note, Kiara Fontanesi, the Monster Energy Yamaha rider in the Women's Motocross World Championship, can clinch her first World Championship on Saturday if she scores a couple more points than Natalie Kane on the KTM. But other than that, look out for the Monster guys, Christophe Pourcel and Gauthier Paulin and the rest, Tommy Searle, who's going to be looking to do a victory here on home soil. Stay tuned and enjoy the race this weekend. In MX2 race 1, it was Tommy Searle on the Kawasaki there, number 100, who wanted it most as he reached turn 1 in first position, grabbing an important hole shot from Jeffrey Hurlings and Zach Osborne. But Valentin Tellier, number 37, who started down in 7th position, was a little bit too eager as he went and made 1 or 2 little mistakes. Tommy Searle, though, made sure that he was in the right position at the right time. Jeffrey Hurlings, once though, towards the end of the race, started to close in on Tommy Searle, and the battle was on here at Matterley Basin. The fans hanging over the fence, cheering Tommy Searle every inch of the way because they wanted a British winner. But on the final lap, as Hurlings got close, he lost the front, it got away from him. The crowd erupted as Tommy Searle then went on to take victory in the first race by a comfortable margin, but that didn't tell the full story. But in the end, it was Tommy Searle who was victorious from Jeffrey Hurlings and Zach Osborne. MX2 race 2, Jeffrey Hurlings wasn't ready when the gate dropped, but he managed to haul that 250F KTM up into 5th position by the time he ran it out the first turn. But it was more important for Tommy Searle because he actually took the whole shot. Number 7, the Monster Energy Yamaha rider of Arnold Tonus, eventually found a way into 6th position after starting in 10th when he found a way past Ellen Ferrandis. And after sitting behind number 89, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, for about 6 laps, Jeffrey Hurlings eventually went through into 2nd, and all 3 riders were on the same straight. In the closing stages of the race, once again, just like in Moto number 1, Jeffrey Hurlings drew in Tommy Searle and actually made a move on him, but Tommy was having none of it, and he closed the door right across the front of the KTM, much to the delight of the crowd here. Took a quick look over his shoulder, and then on the final lap, would you believe it, just like what happened in Moto number 1, Hurlings threw it away. Tommy Searle, a double race winner on home soil here at the British Grand Prix at Matterley Basin. Jeffrey Hurlings was 2nd, and Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was 3rd, with Osborne and Nichols in 4th and 5th. But there was your podium: Tommy Searle, Jeffrey Hurlings and Zach Osborne. But Jeffrey Hurlings still leads the championship as he goes to his home Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time.
I feel amazing. I didn't want to let everyone down or myself, so I feel I deserve this win. I gave my everything today, and I'm just happy, but I've done it for everyone out there who come to watch me, my family, my team, and one of my good friends, Gary Warren, who passed away, because I know he'd be here, and he would be loving it today if he was here.
Your words are turning on England. We're playing paintball today. A lot of the riders are here. It's going to be quite good fun, so hopefully I can hide and not get shot too many times, and we don't want any injuries before the weekend. So hopefully it'll be fun, and then we can have even more fun on the track on the weekend. So let's look forward to it.
Hi, I'm Kiara Fontanesi and I will kill everyone here.
Hey guys, it's Michael Lieber out here at the British GP playing some paintball with all the boys, and yeah, Mark just put on this cool event, just having a good old time.
Hey, I'm Zach Osborne. We're here in England about to play paintball, and I'm going to tear some people up.
In MX1 race 1, Ken Dyker was at the start, but Tony Cairoli stormed into the lead, but Max Nagel tried to go around the outside. His Red Bull KTM teammate Xavier Borg and Ken Dyker were having their own little battle for third position. Eventually, Ken Dyker went through and took second. Then we had Gauthier Paulin and Xavier Borg going at it. That was the battle for fourth place. Gauthier Paulin would eventually finish there ahead of his teammate Xavier Borg. Tommy Searle was having a lonely time of it, started fourth and finished down in sixth. The Rockstar Energy Suzuki World MX1 rider. But Tony Cairoli was having a great time lapping up the atmosphere, unlike his teammate Ken Dyker, who made a mistake from second with about 6 laps to go, and that allowed Max Nagel back into second position. But the German was already on the charge. But Tony Cairoli, he opened up a good gap and he cruised to victory in Moto number 1 from Nagel to Dyker, Paulin and Borg. When the gate dropped for MX1 race 2, all eyes were on Tony Cairoli, but no one would have guessed the lightning start from the centre of the gate from Max Nagel. But it was short-lived because all were halfway round the first lap. It was Tony Cairoli who stormed his way into the lead from Max Nagel. Rui Gonçalves, the Honda World Motocross rider, was in third position, and he was being challenged by Gauthier Paulin and Ken Dyker in the opening laps of the race. 777, Kenny Bobryshev also had a good start in 6th with Tommy Searle down in 7th place. But then Ken Dyker, once he'd got up into third position or 5th position, he threw it away, lost 3 positions, dropped down to 8, eventually clawed his way back to 5th by the end of the moto. Sebastian Pourcel, number 11, and the 121 of Xavier Borg, they went after each other, but they were fighting over 8th place. And then a mistake from Tanel Leoc allowed Xavier Borg and Tommy Searle back through. But Tony Cairoli won the race from Max Nagel, Gauthier Paulin, Kenny Bobryshev and Ken Dyker. And the overall belonged to Tony Cairoli, 2 wins out of 2. Max Nagel was second on the left, and Gauthier Paulin taking his first overall podium in third since Portugal. Tony Cairoli still leads the World Championship.